Well, we gotta get started somewhere. You know, implying that I haven't actually gotten started already, but you know, that's completely fine. Oh goodness, what a week. It's fine, let's have some fun with it. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream, folks. Hopefully we're doing fantastically well today. I am Melanie, and yes, today we're doing some game dev stuff. And by game dev stuff, I mean I'm writing, but because of the nature of what I'm writing, I still want to play my cards slightly close to my chest. And I'm kind of realizing just how much I'm gonna not be able to talk about the reasons behind the things that I'm writing as I'm writing them. So that's gonna make writing the script a little bit tricky, actually. So we'll see what happens when it comes to it. For today, we're not showing anything. I'll tell you what I'm working on, though. We're working on the game jam. Scary thought is the fact that the game jam's nearly 2 weeks in already. My god. How is 2 weeks nearly passed by on it already? It's totally fine. Things have been going surprisingly apace, actually. I'll give you a little overview about what the rough outline of the Game Jam's schedule has been for myself and Dahlia, who is working with me on the Game Jam. Hello, TV. Good to see you. Hopefully all's good with you today. Hopefully having a good week. But yes, I've made planning of one of the 3 central corners of this game development process. I'm so sorry, Dahlia. I have basically taken over the entire game dev process. Okay, not the entire process. The planning of it pretty much has been basically me. So yeah, no. What we've been doing for the first 2 weeks, so up until the end of this weekend, is we will have been doing pre-production. We started out coming up with concepts, we started out floating ideas, we started thinking, okay, what can we do with the prompt that we were given? And I mean, to be honest, I also had to figure out if I was up to doing this jam. Fortunately, I found that I was. So yeah, what happened the last couple of days or so? Last weekend, I struck gold. I came up with a great concept based off of, well, okay, not a great concept. Dahlia came up with a concept. I turned it into a pitch. And somehow I managed to sell Dahlia on it in basically one attempt. I'm astonished that my ability to convince someone that my idea is worth the time and effort and investment was actually successful. So yeah, for the rest of the week, what the plan is, I'm going to be providing character profiles. Dahlia's going to be working on some early sketching and thoughts on what the characters will look like. And I will create a scriptment, kind of halfway between a script and a treatment, for what the story's basically going to be, like key scenes and what characters show up and where, what the main events are, so I can build the rest of the story around that. And that's what we're going to be doing for the rest of the weekend, basically, which is good for me because it's a 3-day weekend. I'm off on Monday. Yay! Can't wait. It's going to be lovely. Actually, no, I can't wait because, you know, I don't want it to be over yet. The weekend starts tomorrow for me. So yeah, no. So yeah, that's the plan for the rest of this weekend. We are going to be doing character profiles. I'm going to write up the character profiles tonight. That's what we're doing here today. And I'll maybe pick up some some Helldivers after. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing character profiles today. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be working on the scriptment. And once it gets the sign off, both myself and Dahlia, then next week and the week following, we go full production. I want to see like the vast majority of the writing and the art and music choices and even programming. Like at least 80% of all, maybe an aggregate, maybe each individual one, done by the end of the following 2 weeks. That's the plan for the middle 2 weeks. Then there's going to be 2 weeks set aside for, okay, granted, there's probably going to be a lot of finishing things up. There's going to be a lot of going, okay, this needs a bit more writing. This definitely needs some editing. Editing is going to be a big part of it, yes. We're going to be doing a lot of editing. It's important. But that's what we've got those 2 weeks for. Those 2 weeks are for editing. They are for figuring out what works, what doesn't, what we need, what changes need to be done. Do we need to, like, limit the amount of art? Do we need to do, you know, all that kind of stuff? And then actually assembling the game and getting it to a stage where it's not just together, but polished. I want polish. So, yeah, we'll pick things up from there. That's over those 2 weeks. And then those last 2 weeks will actually take us up until the 13th, or well, the 12th rather, of July. And then we've got 3 days set aside. What are those 3 days for? Uploading the final product. It's for creating the itch page. It's for uploading a test version to it. Making sure we can download it, making sure we can run it, making sure we can do everything with it, and making sure that everything plays as it should be, including sanity testing. 3 at least days for pure we are done sanity testing. And then rest. My god, I'm I'm looking forward to the rest when this thing's done as much as anything else. As if I've not been resting quite well recently. Actually, no, tell a lie. I've been stressed out my little gourd. Regardless, anyway, the sooner I get started on things, the sooner we can actually play some Helldivers. So, I have been making all kinds of paper notes because I'm very fond of paper notes, especially when working on my phone, or I don't have a tablet. It died, sadly. So yeah, I'm gonna like collate and type up the summary from basically what I've assembled over the last 2 days, because I didn't do anything today. I was lazy. We'll get this typed up. The profiles for the 5 characters. Yes, this script has 5 characters. And yeah, we are going to write up these outlines. I'm going to send them over to Dahlia and basically say, yeah, get started on the designs now, please. We've had to delay a day. Technically due to me, but still, we had to delay a day. I need to catch up. Oh god, I'm the worst planner. It's fine. It's fine. We've got tons of time. Why am I worried? I shouldn't be worried. It's fine. Anyway, profiles. Profiles for characters. So, let's see. Yeah, and I'm not sharing just yet. No sharing, no peeking at my notes. I still have to have a discussion with Dahlia about how much I'm going to be showing on stream. Because, this is actually one of the things, and we're going to tangent a little before I even get started, but we're going to tangent from, like, the origin point here. Which is that, like, when I'm writing something, in the past, I have always quite liked, like, explaining the reasons behind my creative choices as I make them. Which is fun and interesting, actually. I quite like it. That kind of has a bit of a problem with this, because I kind of want to play it all close to my chest. I don't want to give away what's going on, because this is a mystery game. some mystery. Yeah, spoilers. Like, genre-wise, mystery is kind of an aspect of it. And I don't want to give the game away too early, but I also, like, my best opportunity to be productive over the next, like, 3 weeks anyway, is going to do as much work on stream as possible. Like, if I like, stream every day, it means I'm going to be writing every day. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a nice balance between what I can talk about, what I can't talk about, what I do want to do on stream, what I don't want to do on stream. Gonna have to figure that out. I'll have a talk with Dahlia about that in the next couple of days or so. And yeah, I'll figure out exactly how I want to do things. But I do want there to be some surprises, and I also don't want to give away too much. And the thing is about with this being a mystery, like, not really a spoiler, it's more just like an observation that I'm making. I don't want to word of God this. Like, I really don't want to word of God this, like, as much as people are gonna care about it. No, people are gonna love this. This is gonna be I swear, this is gonna be a winner. This is gonna be a winner of this this game jam. I'm not kidding. This is gonna be a winner. This idea is, we're genuinely both so hyped about it. We are so excited for this story. We're looking forward to being able to create it. I genuinely think that we might have a shot with it. And yeah, I'm going to be having further conversations to that effect. I'm going to be having more conversations to that effect after this in the next couple of days. I'm getting really excited about it. I genuinely think we're onto something incredible here. But bear with it. Let's not get too excited. God, it'd be so good if we won something though. That'd be so much fun. Anyway, I need to do stuff. So yeah, I've got a full outline of the story. I've got a nice 5-act structure laid out. I've got the relationships between each of the characters laid out. I've got rough outlines of each of the characters themselves. Done some thinking into the structure and like the thought behind it, the concept. I've got a work in progress title, which I, should have. I've got diagrams. And I'm also cramming this full of every, okay, not every, but like the most critical, the most exciting aspects of world design and storytelling that I've been spending the last several years thinking about. I could not be more excited to be able to tell this story in the way that I am going to be telling it with Dahlia. This is an incredible opportunity for me personally. I am loving every minute of this. I genuinely am. It's so much fun. So yeah, no. Let's actually get this done so that I can play some Helldivers and, like, pretend I've done something productive today. That'd be a good thing to do. Okay, so am I even going to say who the characters' names are just yet? Probably. I'm not going to. I'm going to be playing things very close to the chest. But rough structure with it. We've got a main pair. We've got a secondary background pairing, and then we've got like a 5th character who's also there. That's basically the setup. And like all the relationships between them are interesting. The scenario they're being put into is interesting. I think the way that we may be able to express it, like within the game itself, is going to be fun. But that's part of what testing is going to be about. This is going to be why I'm creating this scriptment. It's so we can say, okay, this is how it's laid out. This is the simulation of what playing the game is going to be like. Is it fun? Is it interesting? Would someone want to play this? And if it doesn't work, we make the change. But the rough structure of the narrative will be fairly solid. It just changes. What will change is how we present it. I'm so looking forward to this. This is genuinely the most excited that I've been about creating something since the last game jam, really. Somewhat unsurprisingly, I suppose. I could have done with doing something. And meanwhile, I've just not had the energy. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay. Character outlines. Let's see. So you are. Yeah, I can do that for later. The most excited about creating something since the last time you created something. Got it. Actually, I might be more excited. I'm definitely in less pain. I have to say that much. I might be in slightly less pain than last time, which is a good place to be in. Yeah. Let's see. What am I? Right. I'm gonna be writing really vague here. Hold on, let me get my makeup a little lower so you get some nice clacky. Oh, you can barely even hear the clacky. What the hell? Right, maybe it's a limit thing. Nope, you can't hear it. That's helpful. Right, hold on. Let me see if I can set it so that you can hear clacky. We like the clacky here. When it's time for this. Let's see. It's signal cleanup. What's stopping it anyway? Like if I just do a key smash. Yeah, it doesn't pick up anything at all. So, would that be noise reduction? No. Not noise reduction. Is it a gate issue? Not a gate issue, surprisingly. Compressor. Maybe a little, but it's not the only thing. I have no idea what's not causing it. You know, it's fine. Clacky doesn't matter that much. Apologies for the limited degree of clacky. Right. I genuinely love the characters as well. I really do. It's interesting. I've kind of done a combination of original characters for this, as well as a couple of XPs from older stories of mine. Many of which didn't quite make it onto the screen, but what have you. Let's see. My headset's going as well. Like my left earphone's just disappearing on me. Gonna have to get a new set of headphones sometime. I mean, now I think about it, I do actually have a set here. Can I? Yeah, hold on. This might work. Let me just swap my audio source. Because I've got, yeah, I got a set with my drums actually, and they're not bad. They're not bad. Hold on. KFC, good to see ya. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Chance of winning, percentage chance of winning. Winning what? Is my first question, because I'm not sure quite what you mean. I don't quite like it, actually. They're not quite as good. The profile. The profile? What do you mean the profile? I'm missing something here. Where? Wait, which ear goes where? Which ear's which? Finding out the profile. The profile. Oh right, this profile. Right. Oh, so it's gonna be 100%. I just need to keep writing like the notes that I've already written, and then it's fine. Creating the profile of a toxic lesbian. Oh yeah. It's fine. Totally fine. I think this is the left one. Yeah, 100%. Totally fine. Trust. This is totally fine. There we go. Right, now I can actually hear without one of the ears cutting out randomly. That's helpful. But yeah, good to see KFC. Hope all's good. Sorry, I can't see the stream title under my OBS, and I forgot what I'd set it to because I'm clever. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know if you remember. If anybody, well, I know I don't know. Maybe TV will remember. If you watched me at all during the last game jam, you remember that I did something at the start of every stream where I write how I'm feeling today. And I would write that every single day that I was working on stuff and every day that I was doing stuff. I brought it back the last 2 days while I've been working. I do a little section which is how am I feeling, and yeah, very much on brand. I'm looking at it and it's just like I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired but very good, and I'm like, geez, I am so tired. I have had 16 hours sleep in the last 4 nights. That's a 50% sleep deficit. This is problematic. This is. I am so tired. I got 4 hours last night. I am so freaking tired. I'm exhausted. I'm amazed I have any energy left at all. I don't know how I'm so effective at work. I don't know how I'm able to keep finding the energy to do stuff. I don't know how I've got the spare mental capacity to work on all this. And somehow Monday was worse. I had 2 hours sleep. 2! And yet, it was in the throes of that sleep deprivation that I cooked literally all day at work. Don't tell my employer. If they found out that I was doing something other than work during work time, they would probably say that they owned it. Bastards. But yeah, no. All day, I was just utterly zen. I was just like, I know exactly what I'm doing here. I cooked so hard. I have not cooked this hard in creativity since, oh god, I don't think I even was that creative during the time that I was writing, when I was writing Footbox, when I was writing Softy. Definitely not when I was writing Softy, actually. When I was writing the Mesopotamia story, when I was writing Tomoshi, when I was writing, like, basically, like, for like 3 years or something. This is the hardest I have cooked. It's insane. I'm here for it though. This is awesome. So satisfying. I'm genuinely looking forward to this so much. This has been so much fun working on this. Right. Let's actually finish these damn profiles. I've not even finished one yet. I'm just kind of doing like a brief summary of each, and then I'm kind of going back over them. Let's see. Damn, also the waiting for that Bronze Age game, by the way. I knew you'd bring that up, TV. I knew you'd bring that up. Honestly, this is going to be better than that one. Like, okay, there are aspects of the Bronze Age one that are going to be making it into this one in a weird way. I'd say it wasn't intentional because it's like entirely thematic and not literal. But at the same time, considering I went into it with the exact same like premise or themes or concepts in my head, it's gonna end up being better than that. It really is. I'm not kidding. This will be better than the Bronze Age 1 TV. If, like, when you play this one, you will be more satisfied with this than you ever would have been with the Bronze Age story. I'm not kidding. I'm that confident about it. I'm that confident. Let's see, on a Is it over tonight? Sorry, I'm listening to Meatloaf again, as I want to do. Let's see. Right, this is the version of the notes that Dahlia came up with. Right, on to what I ended up writing. Let's see. I did mean to do this yesterday, by the way. Would have made my life quite a bit easier if I'd been able to do this yesterday. Just type up the notes for this. But I got home. I ended up having to do dishes, which ended up leading to me flooding my kitchen because a valve was taken out by me of my sink, which meant that the wastewater just filled the cupboard under the sink and flooded over the floor and caused a mess. And then I had to cook. No, then I had to clean that up. Then I had to wash. Then I had to cook. By the time I cooked, I was exhausted. On top of everything else this week. which meant I didn't have energy for anything. And then I proceeded to spend 5, nearly 6 hours watching YouTube and like specifically like clips of judges making decisions, and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is where I'm at mentally today, and it was fun. But it wasn't good because it was like nearly 1 o'clock by the time I went to bed, which did not contribute well to my falling asleep. Can it get any worse? Will it go on forever? Is it over tonight? Does it come with the darkness? Does it bring out the light? But yeah, I was supposed to be doing this yesterday, but that all happened, so I didn't get to write it. And I had to apologize to Dali. I was like, Dali, I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to actually do anything. I've been too busy. And I was just like, yeah, we see this kind of thing coming. This is gonna happen. Don't worry about it. Dali is actually really good to work with. Genuinely, like we've had like really in-depth conversations about the lovely esoteric stuff that I love putting into my stories. We're very compatible in that regard, and also like, okay, like I think we've both been insanely tired this week, so we've talked past each other a little bit, but honestly it's just encouraged like more conversation. It loops back around to being something that's really useful for what we're working on, and yeah, like Dahlia is completely on board with what I've been writing as well. I've been having a lot of fun working on this and sharing ideas and talking about what we've been doing. It's just been it's so good. It's got very lucky working with someone that I am like creatively compatible with in that way. Like we're both doing our best not to like lean too heavily on our egos. There's a little bit of tension sometimes, but like it's always in the context of we both have a strong idea. But there's been several moments where I've been describing things and it's like, oh wait, like that sounds great, but like I'm not interested in this aspect of it. I'm interested in this aspect, and I'm like, but I'm interested in the aspect that's like this. It's kind of at odds, and then we end up talking about it, and then it goes, oh right, and we realize, okay, the thing that we're worried about the other not being interested in is not the thing that we're interested in. We're actually both interested in the same fundamental thing. The question's just how do we express it in an interesting way. And it's good. It's good. It's nice having these conversations. It's good working with someone else on this idea. And like I'm also just very lucky that I got to write. I didn't want to insist that I do the writing. I kind of worked out that I did the writing by kind of mutual agreement. But like at the same time, I didn't want to insist. And Dali was just like, yeah, you're doing the writing, aren't you? And I was just like, I mean, yeah, but like, are you sure? I was just like, yeah, no, you just go off. You're clearly got something going on here. And I'm just like, it's so good. Right, am I gonna write? Should do. Which honestly is like one of the things that I wanted to get out of doing this. Working with someone else. I talked about this a while ago, but just like, yeah, because I did the last one completely solo, which was insane in retrospect. Working with somebody on this one is kind of one of the key things for me here. It's a good experience. It's very valuable. I'm having fun with it. Lots of fun with it. And you were looking so restless and reckless and lost. I think it's time for you to come inside. I'll be waiting here with something that you'll never forget. Ba 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 ba. You are only killing time and it'll kill you right back. And even less to lose. You got nothing to do and even less to lose. Reading my own writing here, this is helpful. It's only 2 o'clock and the temperature's beginning to thaw. And all around the city you see the walking wounded and the living dead. It's out and it's hot and I've never been so bored and breathing is just no fun anymore. And then I saw you like a summer dream, and you're the answer to everything that I ever sang. I'm trying to sing and type at the same time, which is never a good idea. Ah. Yes, I'm not done watching. Keep playing, you foolish playlist. Hmm. Lots to write for our she's not our main character, she's not our point of view character, but she's like the primary the primary character. She is the one who is effectively the inciting incident. She's the one who causes much of the events to happen. Like, she is like the kind of the MacGuffin. Not really MacGuffin-y though. No, but like she's like the focus of the story, in a sense. So I've got a lot to write about her. We're 233 words and counting. Which bodes quite well, actually, because I was hoping to be writing somewhere in the region of... Oh, that's an interesting thought, actually. Because what was... I was thinking to myself, okay, like, what's a reasonable amount of writing to do for this story, kind of thing. And I was like, okay, a writer that I... Okay, maybe this is a terrible idea. A writer that I admire, kind of thing. And I was thinking to myself, George Martin. I like George Martin. Can I admire how prolific that he's been for the past, like, nearly 15 years? Absolutely not. But still, let's see what he's got to say about everything. What are you doing that for, TV? Are we just talking about how long it's taken him to write another book? God, yeah, the last 15 years since A Dance with Dragons was published. We're still waiting on another damn book. Give us the next book, you bastard. Dear me. Yeah. I'm a more prolific writer than him over the last 50. Kind of hard to be fair. But yeah, no, I was like, okay, what does he consider a good writing day? Okay. He says like 250 to 500 words a day. And I'm like looking at how much I've typed just now, like I've done 250 in the last hour. I mean, to be fair, most of it's like very high level than low level stuff, but like, write low level stuff. Write high level stuff. Just get stuff on the page. Get stuff on the... Don't make it perfect. Don't make it perfect. Get stuff on the page. Start vomiting. Start vomiting words on the page and sculpt it. Bro, the heat death of the universe will happen when he finishes it. That might not be the worst, to be honest. I mean, like, as long as the heat death arrives late enough for me to have actually finished reading A Dream of Spring, I'll be happy. Let's see. Hashtag heat deck 2028. We can only dream. Dear. What's next? Hmm. La 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 la. Let's see. Hmm. 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 Turns out we've got a little bit of a timeline to be writing as well, which is incredibly fun. Characters are complicated, folks. Hmm. 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 Getting somewhere though. So we are. Yeah, that was maybe a bit much. Okally dokally. Right. That's one character. That's one character done and a timeline for that character. We don't need to do a timeline for every character, but like this character's timeline is particularly important. Let's see. Oh yeah, there were some things that Dahlia specifically wanted me to include. What were those? Got to know about it here. Favorite food, hobbies on their own, hobbies with others. Not a priority though. Gonna finish this, send it over, see what happens. That's totally fine. You gotta do it yourself. And I like my music like I like my life. Everything louder than everything else. Our role as onto the point of view character now, who's very fun. Shibbity-boo. So many bits of paper, by which I mean I've got one. I've had to fold it in an interesting way to get it to fit inside my notebook. Sadly, I don't have a stapler or access to such stationery at work. I know I haven't even stolen the stationery from my work much. One notebook, maybe a pen. They say I gotta face the truth, that I'm just another case of arrested development and just another wasted youth. It's fine. What, are you telling me I should steal it more? I really should. Unfortunately, in my work, I don't get much access to the stationery cupboards. It's not really much of a thing. That a wasted youth is better by far than a wise and productive old age. A wasted youth is better by far than a wise and productive old age. A wasted youth is better by far than a wise and productive old age. I can neither confirm nor deny such allegations at this time. Right, I'll steal more stationery if and when I get access to it. Seriously, I'd be lucky to get away with even an envelope. When I have to send, like a load of personal documents so I can take back on a project for work because it requires access to certain secure locations. I freaking love my life. My life's incredible sometimes. But yeah, and they won't even give me an envelope for it, so I've got to go to the post office. Yeah, hopefully I've actually got the details about that through by tomorrow, because they said, yeah, we'll send you the form again today. And I never did. So hopefully I send it tomorrow so I can get it sent off. Oh yeah, interesting little bit of news actually. After my last passport ran out, I think it was 2 years ago actually. Yeah, it was 24. My last passport ran out. I got my first passport since transitioning. So yeah, that's fun. I got to take new pictures for it, send it off. It's got a new design. It's got all these little plastic windows on it. It's funky actually. Not ideal situation, but it does mean I can now leave the country legally. And yeah, it's I'm gonna have to find a good excuse to go for a trip abroad sometime. God knows I could do with one. I've not left the country since Dusseldorf. That was 3 years ago now. I need to correct this. Absolutely do. Let's see. But yeah, I can also use that as identification for the applications that I have to do. Problem is, I've already got past the first stage of the application where they're just like, yeah, I don't have a passport. And I'm just like, well, now I've got a passport. Can I fill it out and use a passport as evidence? And they're like, yeah, that's totally fine. We'll send it over to you. And then I don't get the email. And I'm just like, can I send off the application, please? I'll email them tomorrow if it hasn't came through by then. It's fine. Maybe they just send them all out in bulk in the late afternoon or something. I don't know. Let's see. Na, 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 na. You don't have a lot, but it's all that you got, and you can turn it into more than it seems. Just give it a shot. Fantasize every movement and imagine every inch of your dreams. I need to voice train, seriously. I'll get around to it sometime. Busy being creative. It's like the lowest of my life priorities, seriously. Castles fall in the sand and we fade in the air, and the good girls go to heaven, but the bad girls go everywhere. Now good girls go to heaven, but the bad girls go everywhere. Somebody told me so. Somebody told me, now I know. Every night in my prayer I'll be praying that the good girls go to heaven, but the bad girls go everywhere. I like this song, in case it wasn't obvious. I like all the songs in this damn album. Okay. Steps. Know you're wondering what it's like to be bad. You don't have a lot, but it's all that you got, and you can turn it into more than it seems. Hmm. 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 Okay, we finished the main character. Fortunately, I had to type maybe like a third as much as I had to type for the primary character, which is fun. Right, this person's role in the story. Fantastic. Right, and these notes are very simple. Unfortunately, like, I've not been able to flesh out all the characters. I don't know. It's gonna happen like either during the scriptment phase, or it's gonna happen during the writing itself. But like the main two are definitely the most fleshed out characters. They're the ones that matter the most to the narrative. Of course, it's Toxicuri, you know. There's gonna be a pairing at the very least somewhere. But these characters are much more central, and then the other three characters are like further exploration of the setting and the other characters and the events that take place. They matter a significant degree. They are like ways by which the characters explore and the story is told, but ultimately they aren't the same degree of importance in this story. I swear to God, if someone is really watching this for some reason, looking for Word of God stuff going on, it's like, analyze it yourself, lazy freak. No. Not freak. You're welcome here. You have the right kind of crazy going on. It makes such effort. I doubt such a person is existing as looking this up in my archive for information on this. Maybe they are. I don't know. Not gonna judge much. Let's see. Lost boys and golden girl down on the corner all around the world. Lost boys and golden girl down on the corner all around the world. It doesn't matter where they're going or wherever they've been, 'cause they got one thing in common, it's true. They'll never let a night like tonight go to waste, and let me tell you something, neither will you. Neither will you. We gotta be fast, we were born out of time. Born out of time and alone. And we'll never be as young as we are right now. Running away and running for home, running for home. It doesn't matter where they're going or wherever they've been, 'cause they got one thing in common, it's true. They'll never let a night like tonight go to waste, and let me tell you something, neither will you. Neither will you. Neither will you. I love that song too. It's so pretty. I don't know what it is. Like, for some reason, Meatloaf's Back to Hell 2. Back into Hell. For some reason, it really speaks to me. Like, so many songs in the album. I don't know why. It can't be intended. But so many of them are just so resonant. It's kind of surreal, actually. Let's see, what can I put on? I need some more tunes. We'll fall back to Hello World. Appropriate. How are we doing? How am I doing? Right, okay, we're almost done with the third character. Much quicker. It's like half as much as I had to write about the protagonist. The other characters are likely to be roughly similar. And then maybe we can do some Helldivers. I don't know if we'll be able to do much. I don't know how much I've got in me tonight. Just because I've been so tired. Maybe I'll see if somebody's online. Is anybody playing? Don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Am I missing anything? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. There's one of the characters that I've written actually that I get the distinct impression that Dahlia's not the biggest fan of. certainly not the name. It's potentially a placeholder name. I think it could work fairly well as like an actual name. But I do get the impression that Dahlia's not the biggest fan of. Maybe a little bit of bias going on there. I don't know. We're definitely having a fun time exploring these characters in this story. Oh, it's so fun. It's fun. But no, I like the character. Honestly, I can see where the issue arises from, assuming I'm not reading too much into it. Some preconceptions, some kind of issues there, likely that I'm not privy to, and I don't need to be privy to. But at the same time, like, I like this character. Like, this is the crazy thing about this. I'm writing a story about toxic Yuri, right? Every single character in this, to some degree, is an aspect of myself. Like, I actually do like all the characters, which is a great situation to be in. And I don't know, maybe that's not the healthiest thing, to be writing myself in every single character in a toxic Yuri game jam. SMH author self-insert. Okay, there's no author self-insert in this one. I promise. There is actually an author self-insert in another story that I was writing. Stop posting that. Stop posting that. Stop sussing me out. No. No. Okay, you want an author self-insert character? If you want a author self-insert character, you want my other story that I've been working on and off for the last couple of years. Here's the character's details. Where have we got it? What's her name? I forget her name. Alora! Yes, Alora. What a name. By the way, Alora, yeah, it's definitely not just directly taken from the fawn from Spyro 2. Which may or may not be canon. But no, Alora's great, but she is basically just me inserted into this story, and smart. I love Alora so much. Yeah, I say smart. She's dumb. She's useless. She's utterly useless, but she's very smart, and she really helps handle all the scenarios that are going on. And she's just absolutely great, and she absolutely is just an author insert. Like, I'm not even trying to be subtle about it. It's just like, yep, this is me. This is me. Alora is me. She's very much an idealized form of myself. There is no such character in this story. There is no such direct one-to-one character in this story. Far from it, actually. Actually, in Softie, I did mention this at the time. In Softie, what was her name? Shoot, what was her name? It was Brianna and Clementine. Yeah, Clementine's mother. Oh wait, actually, she's got two mothers. She's got two mothers. She has a trans mother, right? One of her mothers is trans. Okay, bear with it. She's literally me too. Okay, I keep writing myself into my own stories, and I've not done that this time. Give me a break. She's literally just me. She's an author. She's an author in this story as well, which is, you know, when I was writing Softie more, I need to finish Softie. I really need to finish Softie. But yeah, at the time I was just like, oh, this is great. I can do writing, and I can get this finished. I can put it online, and everyone will think of me as a writer. The side eyes will continue. Yeah, but no, she's an author. And she's got like a 18-year-old daughter, which I am still too young to have. Wait, actually, am I trying to if I was 18? I don't know, it would take some significant logistics for me to have an 18-year-old daughter. I don't have an 18-year-old daughter. She is, though, like an expression of where I would like to be at her age, which is in like maybe slightly depressingly short amount of time. But no, I've already got characters who I've made literally. I'm technically old enough to be a grandfather. Wow. I mean, you know, that's more like congratulations, you've made it to like your mid-30s at that point. Like that's a thing. Like, get past the technically and you're fine. Actually, I need not even be your mid-30s. My god, you could technically, like, if you had a child when you were 16, definitely, teenage pregnancy in that scenario, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. Depends on whether you're into older women, I suppose. But yeah, no, if you had a child when you were 16, and then your child had a child when they were 16, then you'd be a grandfather at like 32. Yeah. Which means if your grandchild had a child when they were 16, you'd be a great-grandfather. You'd be a great-grandfather at 58. Yeah. The generations just get shorter and shorter, don't they? And then what would the next one be? 74 to be a great-great-grandfather? And then you'd be looking at 90 to be a great-great-great-great-grandfather. Yeah, no, that's actually kind of feasible. I mean, slightly horrifying. We've got generations of, people having children as teenagers, but, it's technically possible. Eminently so. Right, there's that person, second last character done, and then, I don't know, if it gets close to 9 o'clock... Actually, yeah, if we're not done by, like, 9 o'clock, I'll probably just call it. Actually, no, we'll be done... Actually, no, knowing me, I'm gonna go off on another tangent, we won't be done before 9 o'clock. Yeah, if we get to, like, 9 o'clock, I will probably just call the stream. Or is there anything else that I can do? Kind of work on this scriptment, but I don't know if I feel like it. Kind of very tired. Again, 4 hours sleep last night. It's fine. We'll just pick this up. Right, I can finally put away the random sheet of paper, which was sat here. Oh yeah, I started writing how the secondary 3 characters, how they respond under situations of stress, so yeah. Also, this is another thing that's like very useful when you're working on creative things like this. It's like if you're doing like planning documents like I'm doing, like, which you generally want to do more if you're working with someone, but it can be very helpful for reference if you're working on things just yourself as well, of course. Having the knowledge that all of your documents are living documents is very helpful. Like, don't feel like just because you've written something down, it has to be that way forever. Like, the number of times I've written something down and gone, no, I had this idea and now I have to stick with it, and then because I've done that, I've kind of lost track of the project. No, much better to just go, no, this was the idea that I had at first, but the idea needs to evolve. And you can make those changes. Right. Ah. Right. 2 characters remain. This is not going to be done before 9, but that's fine. This character's role is this. Which, if I could read, would probably make people. Well, I can't read, but like. Sorry, yawning, very tired. Don't know if I mentioned that enough. Because I'm very tired. I'm looking forward to my bed. This is the roll. No notes here, that's fine. Where's the notes? Oh, why is it? I've got to set my keyboard on top of my notepad, which is not ideal. Let's find a book to wedge that up a bit. There we go. This is workable. Fantastic. Right. Da. I need to write more. Like, just generally, I need to write way more. Like, even after this project is over, I'm gonna try and write more. I've got so many things that I want to work on, so many thoughts that need to come out of this head. Oh yeah, I'm starting to crash a bit, actually. I am starting to crash a bit. We'll probably call it after I'm done with these. So let's just focus on getting these out. I do need to do the programming for this in Vim. Hard pass. No. Mostly because the project, well, I'd say mostly because it's actually just a perfect excuse. The project organizers themselves have a preference for the games to be made in RenPy, so that's what we're going with. Oh goodness! Oh wow! I have just hit a wall on this all of a sudden. Literally feels like I just hit the wall and I've crashed, and yeah, that's the thing. I'm now tired. This is the thing. What does that have to do with using Vim? Don't care. Don't care. Chicken. I could do with some chicken. I'm gonna order takeaway tomorrow when I get back from work. And have Chinese. I've been very good. I have gone the last 3 weeks without takeaway. Maybe 2, actually. Chinese chicken. I've had Chinese chicken. It's tasty. It's nice. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, I just kind of crashed, which is a shame because I want this done. Let's get this done. Let's finish this. And let's have a good weekend. I'm gonna have to sleep really well tonight. If I sleep really well tonight, that means tomorrow I can maybe get started on the scriptment. Scriptment shouldn't be too bad. I've already got an outline for the story written already. I just need to determine... Oh, excuse me. I just need to determine a couple more details. Like there's the story has been determined will benefit from taking place around some event or other, and yeah, some effort's going to be needed to figure out exactly what that event is, because it's not what the story's actually about. We're just kind of like in that environment, and it's like a jumping off point for different situations we might run into. So I'll have some thoughts about that. Or rather, I have been having some thoughts. I've got a little short list of ideas. I'll probably have a chat with Dahlia. Potentially tomorrow? We should be able to make some time tomorrow. And go, yeah, no, this works. This works. We can work with this. So I'll figure that out tomorrow, I think. Then the scripting itself, it's more like, okay, here's some important scenes. Here's a rough breakdown about what happens in this scene, this scene, this scene, this scene. Here's some dialogue. Here's some character direction. Here's a little flow chart with a simulation as to how this game's going to go, how events are going to play out, that kind of thing, which will be helpful for informing how this all comes together. That'll be a job for my long weekend. Right, why do I write so dense? Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Right, I need more sugar. By which I mean orange juice. Let's do this. I know I'm crashing. If I were sensible, I'd stop, but when did making sense be a good idea? More likely to ask forgiveness than permission. Always a fun character. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that when I'm tired. Yeah, let's not head bob while I'm tired. Especially not while I'm crashing. Right, 5 minutes. Let's get this done. Let's get this finished for 9. Let's see. Hmm. I feel like I'm underselling this character. The notes are very light, and they don't necessarily paint her in the best lights, but she's still a good character. Hmm. KFC, thank you for the hydrate. I do have a pint of water here. Posture check is good. I'm even sitting with my back straight and not shrimped up in my chair. That stretch is very appreciated. We're probably going to be wrapping up in the next 10 minutes or so. Very necessary stretch. Oh, that's better. Thank you for that. I was feeling rather tense. Excuse me, we're doing good. We have written 1,040 words. This is outlining the 5 characters as well as a timeline of events for one of the characters for whom it is pertinent. This is going good. This is going good. Very gamer indeed. Game maker, even. Kind of. Well, we're writing today, not quite making games. Although the writing is part of the game making process, so I suppose it's kind of... yeah. Let's see. Right. I think I've done it. The only thing that I would have left to do, unfortunately, is literally the one thing that Dahlia asked of me, which is writing out what the favourite foods, solo hobbies, and group hobbies of everyone is. Maybe we can do that. Gonna save the primary character. What can I do? What do I need to do? Foods and hobbies. Apologies, hit the mic with my earphone. I have to say, this is a little bit tight on my ears. I'm not used to the over-ear things. And I'm also kind of terrible at describing people in terms of the food that they like. I wonder. I'm kind of drawing blanks on some of these, unfortunately. But I think I might call things here regardless. With apologies to Dahlia. I'm gonna have to call things here as far as my creativity is concerned. I have long since hit the wall and I'm tired and I need to go to bed. So I'm gonna call things here, I think. Nearly 1,200 words written on notes for the 5 characters in the story. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have anything bad to think or say about that. I think I've done good. I think the best thing that I can do right now is go to bed, get a good sleep, and look forward to getting a bit more creativity done in the next couple of days. So yeah, that's just what I'm gonna go do. But yeah, we're gonna call things here. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along today, whether you've been here from the start or you came along partway through. Apologies, I'm very low energy, but hopefully I have a very good excuse for it. Let me put a little draft number over here. It's important to do a draft number. Did I not? What am I doing? That should be fine. Right, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call things here. So yeah, next stream is gonna be Saturday. Don't be surprised if there's more Helldivers. I know I keep promising more Skyrim. I'll get around to it when I'm not exhausted. My living room's not okay. My living room's not too bad. I've just got like a coffee table in the way. I need to move out of the way, and a drum kit that's taking up some space, to be honest, as well. Maybe I'll do some Skyrim VR at some point. Maybe something else. We'll see. But so yeah, don't be surprised if it's more Helldivers. But yeah, I'll be chatting with Dahlia a little bit over the next couple of days, and we'll be figuring out what exactly we want to do when it comes to doing creative stuff on stream, because that is a big part of what I like to do, and it's a good way to motivate myself to do stuff. Like if I'm just sitting playing games, like how many hours is it? Like 3 hours of playing games during the week or something, potentially more. That's 3 hours per session, 3 sessions per week, 18 hours that I could be spending streaming. Especially if I decided to stream every single day, and then I could squeeze in freaking 21 hours a week, 42 hours over 2 weeks. Dedicated just to writing. Imagine how much I could get done in that much time. Call it 1,000 words per hour. So I could write, yeah, actually that'd be pretty good. Because my estimate aim for how long the script is going to be is actually around 15,000 words. And at a rate of, actually, that's kind of, yeah, actually, no, oh, actually, hold on. Considering I write at a rate of roughly 500 words per hour, that means I would only need to be doing 30 hours worth of writing, which isn't terrible, actually. So yeah, no, that's actually quite a good little yardstick right there. But yes, we shall call things here. Again, thank you so much for coming along, folks, for being here from the start, came along partway through, dropped in or out. I do appreciate it. As I say, next stream Saturday, expect Helldivers or something, and hopefully look forward to some productive writing streams starting on Monday, because Monday I've got a day off and it's going to be great. So yeah, we'll pick things up then. But until then, take care of yourselves, folks. Be very good to yourselves. I will be damn good to myself. I'm going straight to bed. I'm going straight to bed. I'm still full of macaroni, and I'm going to go straight to bed. I'm so sleepy. But yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves. Be very good to yourselves, and I will catch you all again very, very soon indeed. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. That was only a half put on yawn, by the way. Yes. Do we want to drop a raid on anybody? Is that a thing that I want to do? Do I have to excuse myself from doing a raid? Is that a thing that I want to do? Well, Angry Dwagon's streaming. I can't not drop a raid on Angry Dwagon. Kinda can't not. He's playing PlateUp, or rather has been playing PlateUp with several people. Yeah, so we'll drop a quick little raid in on Angry Dragon, and then I'm off to match. Night night, folks. Mata. Oh wait, no, he's raiding. If he raids me, I swear to go. Right, we're going. Bye.